Hi, I'm Jonathan, and welcome to video 7 in our DIY lead magnet series. Today we're going to finally start creating that lead magnet, and I'm going to show you how by sharing my screen. We're going to walk through and create a sample lead magnet for a chiropractor and show you how easy it can be for you to do the same for your business. Thanks for joining me in this 7th session on DIY lead magnets and how to create them. So by this time, we should understand why it is we need a lead magnet, how it's going to benefit our business, who we're going to send it to, and even what type of lead magnet we're going to create. For the purpose of this training, we're going to create a single sheet PDF answering simple questions that would be of interest, in this case, for our example, to a potential patient for a chiropractor. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here, and I'm going to go use one of my favorite tools to create this. It's called Canva. Join me as we take the next step.
All right, so we're going to create a lead magnet here for a chiropractor, and I'm going to use Canva as a tool to format that. And in order to keep things simple, I'm going to go ahead and actually use some PLR content or private label rights content that I purchased for some health and wellness that we can use for a chiropractor. So to begin with, I'm going to create a new design, and I'm going to go ahead and create a custom design of just an 8.5 by 11. That way I can print this out on any type of paper, or my customers can print this out if they want to. Ultimately, it'll be as a PDF that will be available to them. And so the first thing I want to do is I want to figure out a way to make this look nice. And so I'm just going to, under templates here, I'm going to search for chiropractor and see if I find anything that fits. Only one. I don't like that. So let's go ahead and see if we can find something under health. And again, I'm just looking for a design here that I think will fit for me. Nothing there. Let's try maybe massage real quick, just something that might work. And this is always the fun part where you're just kind of looking through and trying to figure out something that'll work for you. Lots of potential offerings in here. I'm particularly looking for something where I may have some text I can add in pretty easily. And so I'm trying not to find something that's just, for example, I could use this and that has a great photo, but I want to find something where I've got more room to put text in and create the text that I want. So we're not going to use that one in particular. And in this case, I'm just, oh, you know what? Here we go. I like that one. So notice I just click on that template and it automatically puts it in here. Now I know you're saying, Jonathan, we're doing this for a chiropractor. This is yoga. It is. Don't worry about that. We're simply going to use the design. And so the first thing I want to do here is I want to go ahead and grab the PLR content that I had, that text, so that I can put that in here and see how that's going to fit. So bear with me a minute. You won't be able to see my screen. I'm going to go ahead and grab that real quick. The content I bought was a text file. And again, just a reminder, under private label rights content, most licenses will give you the ability to go ahead and modify that as necessary. And so I'm going to go ahead and grab that content real quick. All right, and so this content is really about eating healthy. So let's call it healthy eating. Notice I'm just going to click in here and start replacing some things that I want. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this little text section, and I'm going to get rid of this and that as well. We'll leave this in for a minute. Let's see here. If I go in here and I paste my content, now I'm going to have way more content than I have room for right now, and that's okay. So I'm going to go ahead and simply delete some of that content to get us to a point where we've got just enough to fit in here. And we've got maybe a little bit more here, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and see what we can get rid of. All right, so there's our first little bit of text. Now you can say, Jonathan, that's not fitting. What are we going to do? No problem. Notice I can just drag this block around, and I'm going to go ahead and make it a little bit wider. And then I'm also going to go ahead and make the text a little bit smaller. It does not need to be 17 point, maybe 15. Let's see here. And as I move some things around, we're going to get it close to fitting. Maybe there. Let's move this up a little bit. And then I'm going to delete this so that we can go ahead and put our own logo up there. All right, so I also need to adjust this photo just a little bit. Let's scroll in here just a bit, give us some room. Looks like there's a photo behind it in the template. I'm not sure why that's there, but we'll just delete it. And then I do have this little graphic down here, which is in the way. And now you can see we're getting a little better here with the text. Now, just because I did copy and paste a text file, I need to actually fix my hard carriage returns. That won't take long here. And you'll see that all of a sudden this is coming together quite nicely. And that text is going to fit just fine and still give me lots of room. And then we'll put the rest of the text in after that. So I need a different image here. So I'm going to go over in Canva here onto the left-hand side, click photos, and I'm going to look for, let's just look for maybe healthy food and see what images I have. Well, vegetables and all that, that's all wonderful. Let's hear, oh, here's a nice one with some veggies and some salmon. This one's actually really colorful. I'm just going to drag that over, and notice as I drag it over, it automatically fills in that box for me. And I'm going to double click on this and move this over just a little bit more. So I've got a little bit more of that heart-shaped bowl in there. There we go. And just like that, I've got a nice graphic that's over there on the side for me. Let's see here. So in this case, we don't have a name for our hypothetical chiropractor, but I would edit this text here to be the name of the chiropractor and their phone number. And then the last thing we need to do is we need to bring in some sort of a chiropractor logo. And that would go in right up here. So I don't actually have a chiropractor logo for this case, but let's just go ahead and I'll give you an example. So I do need to put a logo in there, and I don't have one available. So let's just go ahead and put in a placeholder for right now. Under elements here, and I'll just grab a little square that we'll bring in to represent where that logo might fit. And obviously it would be the logo of the business in question. And I can drag that around, and we'll just grab a comparable color. There we go. And just like that, that might be where the logo would be. I can also go down if I want to change this color at the bottom here, maybe make it something that more relates to the fruit picture or whatever. I can do that and grab other colors or things that I find appropriate here. And let's go ahead and pull this green in again. There we go. And just like that, I've been able to create page one. Now, I do have more text, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to duplicate this page. And I'm now going to continue on the second page. And I'm going to make this text definitely smaller at this point because it doesn't need to be as big. And we'll bring that text right up here. And let's go ahead and grab our overall text here again. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and grab that. There we go. I'm going to delete the additional text that's here at the beginning that I don't need. All right. And now I've just got to do some formatting again. Not a big deal. And we've got to fix these carriage returns real quick. I'm going to just move that down so I can see it better. And the only reason I have to do this formatting is the text file that I'm using did not, or had hard carriage breaks in there or hard enters. And so I have to just go back through and fix that real quick. And we're making progress here, but I got a little bit more text here, and I want to try to figure out how I'm going to get that in there. So let's make this image even smaller on the second page. And I'll grab some, there we go, some kiwi and some other things like that. That gives me the ability to extend my text field here, make that wider. And notice now my text is going to fit. And I got just a little bit more formatting to do. One more line. There we go. And just like that, I have my 2-page document that's all set and ready to roll. All I need to do is go ahead and download that as a PDF, which I can do right from within Canva, and we'll be all set and ready to go. And here I can preview my PDF, which I'll make available as a lead magnet for anybody that wants to see. So super easy, super simple, and you can see in just a few minutes, we've been able to take that content and create a nice looking lead magnet.
I hope you can see how easy it is to go ahead and create good looking documents for your marketing purposes using tools like Canva. There are absolutely plenty of other tools that you can use and some that are much, much more powerful. But to keep things simple, I'm going to focus on Canva for today's discussion. I hope this has been valuable, and please make it a great day.